This world is just too full of adult children. Let's talk. What is an adult child, you may ask? Well, thanks for asking. What an adult child is a full-grown person with the emotional maturity of a child. I know you probably figured that out, didn't you? Why are there so many of them out there? Well, I got to tell you, I think a big part of it comes down to parenting and how the child is raised. When we are conceived and the DNA kicks in and everything, it is predetermined that we are going to reach a certain height with a certain color eyes, hair, and whatnot. These things are predetermined. Barring anything unusual, we will achieve the height we were meant to achieve and whatnot. But emotional maturity is a very different thing. Emotional maturity is something that we have to develop. Now, some of it will come automatically as our brain develops. It just naturally happens that children mature some as their brain develops. Pretty well accepted that by 25 your brain is fully developed and fully mature. But that only takes you so far. And then you need to go the rest of the way. And the rest of the way happens out there in the world. Now, why do I say parenting plays such a part? Because when parents are too soft on their children growing up, when they enable their children growing up, when they coddle their children growing up, when they wrap them in bubble wrap to protect them from any sort of adversity whatsoever, you are preventing a child from developing emotional maturity. How does emotional maturity grow? It grows the same way a muscle grows, through resistance. If you go to a gym and lift weights, they call it resistance training. Resistance in the world gives us the opportunity for growth. When a child is going through life and their parents protect them from any sort of resistance that they can, and then the child reaches adulthood, they don't know how to handle it and they're not prepared for it. If, on the other hand, the parent helps the child deal with the age-appropriate adversity that should come along in their life, then the child is much better prepared for it as they get older. And if you have a mindset that is open to growth and open to learning and seeing adversity as an opportunity for that, then you can continue to grow as you grow older. If you don't adopt that mindset, and if you've just been prevented from having any kind of adversity because you've been enabled your whole life, then you don't see the opportunities for growth, and the next thing you know, you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and you still have the emotional maturity of a child. So emotional growth is something we have to work at. It's not automatic. If you don't put any energy into it, it's unlikely to really happen to the degree that it needs to. If you want to make sure your kids grow up to be emotionally mature people and give them the opportunity to experience age-appropriate adversity, failure, bad grades, whatever they are, without protecting them, allow them to fall and skin their knee, things like that. Allow these things to happen because that's how they grow up and learn to cope as they're older. So, as always, I appreciate you taking the time to watch, and I hope you have a wonderful day.